Hello students, a very good morning to all of you. Our today's topic is disaster profile of India. India is one of the oldest civilization in the world, and India is a country that is vulnerable to both natural and man-made disaster. In our previous lecture, we have studied what are the natural disasters and what are the man-made disasters. Here, from this picture, you can see the Indian peninsula is separated from the mainland by the Himalayas, and the country is surrounded by the Bay of Bengal in the east, the Arabian Sea in the west, and the Indian Ocean to the south. So, the mainland comprises of four regions, mainly the Great Mountain Zone, the plains of Ganga and the river Indus, and the desert zone, and the peninsula region in the south part. Peninsula means a piece of land surrounded by water. And this picture depicts four different climatic the four different climatic part of India, means four different seasonal part. This one winter, summer, monsoon, and this is post monsoon. In today's lecture, we will cover regional disaster profile of India. In this part, we are going to cover the which region, which part of India is susceptible to which disaster. We will discuss all these in details in our unit 2, but here in today's class we will just have an introductory part, that which part of the country is susceptible or prone to which type of natural disasters, mainly as man-made disaster cannot ever be predicted, as these are intentional, and some of the man-made disasters also unintentional, accidental. Then we will discuss seasonal disaster profile of India. In seasonal disaster profile of India, we will study in which season we can experience which disaster, and then we will summarize all these. Here you can see we have total 29 states and 7 Indian territories, and I think you all know all these states and UTs with their capitals. Let's start with the topic, the common type of disasters in India. In case of in the high power committee on disaster management identified total 31 types of disasters. These are listed here, but before 2005 tsunami was not added. In 2005 tsunami has been added, as you all know we have experienced tsunami in 2004. The common water and climate related disasters. Last class, I think you can now explain what are the hydrological disaster and hydrometeorological disasters. Here, these are floods, cyclones, tornadoes, hailstorm, then cloud burst, heat wave, cold wave, snow avalanches, then droughts, sea erosion, thunder lightning, and tsunami. Geological related disasters are mainly landslide and earthquakes, and also these dam failure and mine disasters. And there are some chemical, industrial, and nuclear disasters. These are man-made disasters. Chemical and industrial disasters, nuclear accidents, these are also included in this. Then accidental disasters, these are unintentional, forest fires, urban fires, oil spillage, festival related. These are all accidental disasters. And biological disasters in India, biological disasters means related to spread by microorganisms like bacteria, virus. These are like biological disasters and epidemics and pandemics, pest attacks, these all these. And here you can see natural hazard vulnerability of India means which region, which part of the India is susceptible to which disaster. From this picture, you can see the color which is in yellowish. This is drought prone area. These are all drought prone area, and here 85.6% in of India is vulnerable to earthquakes. Earthquakes are depicted here with the red, blue, and green dots. Red, the magnitude will be higher than 8.5. Blue for 7.5 to 8. These are Richter scale uh, unit, and then the green means 7.5 to 7.0 to 7.5. So these dotted regions, these indicates the earthquake prone, earthquake susceptible region. Then 8.5% of land is vulnerable to cyclones. I think you all know what is cyclone. Cyclones are the major natural disasters that affects the coastal regions in coastal regions of India. Here cyclones areas affected by cyclonic storm, this is indicated by these orange striped lines. So these coastal regions are prone to cyclones. This is obvious that coastal regions will be susceptible to cyclones. And then 12% of the land is vulnerable to floods. Floods occur in almost all rivers in all river basins in India. The main cause of floods are heavy rainfall and inadequate capacity of a river to carry the high flood discharge, and also the failure of drainage systems. So these regions are vulnerable. These bluish regions, the flood means these sky bluish region, these are vulnerable to flood. Mainly the banks of river Ganga. And then 28% vulnerable to drought. Now drought means the primary cause of any drought. Here drought indicates the yellowish part, 28% vulnerable to drought, and the main cause for any drought is deficiency of rainfall and in particular the timing, distribution and intensity of the deficiency in relation to existing reserves. The prolonged period of relatively dry weather leading to drought. And then the out of 7516 kilometer coastline means all this region, this is coastal region, approximately 5700 kilometer is prone to cyclone. Among this region, approximately 5700 regions prone to cyclone. And the definition of cyclone, you all know that when the high speed wind occurs. In case of about 71% of this area relies in the 10 states like Gujarat, Maharashtra, then um, Andhra Pradesh, Odisha, West Bengal, and Tamil Nadu, Puducherry, Karnataka, Kerala, Goa. So mainly the cyclones, and also the islands of Andaman and Nicobar, and also Lakshadweep also prone to cyclones. On an average, about 5 or 6 tropical cyclones from the Bay of Bengal and Arabian Sea and hit the coast every year. Mainly and these are and about out of these, two or three are severe. When cyclone approaches to coast, a risk of serious loss of damage arises from severe winds, heavy rainfall, storm, and also river floods. Now, the hilly regions, the Himalayan regions, and also the west coast part, these are vulnerable to landslide. Then the 13 coastal states. All these coastal states, these are coastal states. 13 coastal states are vulnerable to tsunami also. Tsunami, I think you know the term tsunami. The in Japanese, shu means harbor and nami means wave. So tsunami is a series of water waves caused by the displacement of a large volume of a body, water body, and also the sea level of the water reform the area displaced from the equilibrium position. Now the seasonal part of disaster. Seasonal, in case of there in already I have discussed that there are four seasons. In winter season, there are we can experience various disasters, but in case of winter season, there are no particular type of disaster. We have experienced various types of disaster. Man-made disaster we cannot predict, but we have already experienced in winter season like earthquakes. But for particularly for hot weather season, that is from March to May, in this season we can experience flood, cyclones. In monsoon, flood, cyclone, tsunami, and also and in winter season we can experience cold wave. And in monsoon, landslide is a main problem. And post monsoon, during post monsoon, mainly landslide and also flood. These are most important, most dangerous disaster for Indian climate and Indian season. So, in today's lecture, we are now able to explain which disaster is susceptible to which regions of India, and also which season is prone to which disaster. And in this lecture, we have explained all these in brief. But in case of in unit 2, we are going to discuss all these disaster, but particularly one by one with their details, means how this disaster occur and how to manage all this in disaster management. So today up to this, I have also provided you another video. This is I had downloaded from YouTube, and you watch this video also to know about the various seasons in India. And after watching this video will be very helpful to understand all this. If you have any query, you can ask me in the discussion forum, and thank you all for your attention.